Hello Rebels and welcome back to my life. Let's talk about social media, which is both a wonderful method of communicating to other people with similar interests around the world and a horrible time suck that takes hours of our time that could probably be better spent on other things. That sounds harsh, but despite the amount of time that we, and I in particular, spend on social media, I really do think it's great. Not only have lots of important political movements happened on social media, from the Black Lives Matter movement to the Arab Spring, but it's also a great place for charity fundraising and lots of other important real-life activities that need a place where people can communicate with each other remotely. It's also a place where we can talk to other people whose experiences in life are wildly different from our own, opening up discussion about the world and how other people experience it, which is very important for, like empathy and compassion. But with that open discussion comes a downside. While it's very easy for us to talk to other people who have different experiences from us, and that's very valuable, it's also, by social media's very nature, possible for literally anyone to just show up and start talking to us. Sometimes that's a good thing. I wouldn't know any of you guys or the other people that I've met through Tumblr and Twitter if it wasn't for the open communication of social media. But then there are the less desirable elements of the internet. And I'm not just talking about trolls here. A simple troll is relatively easy to deal with as long as you don't feed them. But there's also people who just want to get up all in your face about some particular topic. They're not trolls, they're not just showing up and saying rude random stuff, but they're not looking for an honest discussion either. What they appear to be looking for is to confirm some idea about you and your identity, but they have already entered the conversation with that idea in their head, and they're just looking for anything that they can find that's just gonna confirm what they already think. Whatever their idea is, right or wrong, valid or invalid, it is exhausting to get into discussions with these kinds of people. And I have this tiny social media following. But I follow a lot of people in online spaces who have huge followings, and they get attacked by these people all the time, and some of them actually choose to engage and have conversations with them, which just requires so very much more patience than I am capable of. But a lot of them take what I think is just a great, wonderful, totally acceptable option. They block. Boom! The offending person is blocked. Their tweets or Tumblr posts or whatever are no longer visible to you. They are out of your life. Now, it's true that some of these people will take their blocking as a sign of victory. They think that if you no longer wish to engage them and argue with whatever they desperately want to argue with you about, they have won that argument. If they want to believe that, fine, whatever. They can hold whatever opinion they want. Other people, though, will get very angry at being blocked, saying that they're being censored or that their freedom of speech is being infringed upon. No, that is not true. That is false. That is invalid. That is not correct. That is horsepucky. Freedom of speech is a wonderful right. It should be protected. It should be valued. But freedom of speech as a right has to come with a corollary right, which is the right to ignore. If people don't have the right to ignore, then freedom of speech breaks down real quick. If I am in my house, nobody has the right to just come in and start yelling at me. We all have the right to speak, but we don't all have the right to be heard. In TV and media, news people are able to say whatever they want, but I can't be forced to listen to them. I get to choose whether to watch CNN or Fox News or The Daily Show or none of them at all, because it's my home, it's my space, and getting in even closer, it's my head. I get to choose what to fill it with. And that is what a social media platform is, or any online space. They are not public places. Your Facebook profile or your Twitter timeline is yours. It's your space. You get to say what it goes in it and doesn't go in it. You get to choose. It's not owned by the government. So remember that the next time somebody's being a jerk online. If you're one of those people who likes to engage in debates with those people, fine, fantastic. That's great. You're probably doing a great service, not necessarily to the person you're debating with, but to anybody else who might be listening. But you don't owe it to anybody to endlessly hear what they have to say, especially since most of the time, they're not actually interested in listening back. That's it for today, Rebels. A special shout out to my supporters on Patreon who make my YouTube channel possible. If you want to be one of those people or get signed copies of my books, there are links in the description to both of those things. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!